Hey guys, today I'm taking a look at the M4 CQB gel ball blaster made by the company Jund. This is an entry-level blaster sold here in Australia for $200. Now, when this got imported into Australia, someone in the marketing department decided to change the name to the Tactoys M4 V10. And judging from the amount of comments and inboxes I've had asking to review this blaster, I'd have to say the marketing must have paid off for them. On the box, they even claim it's designed by Tactoys in Australia. I'm not entirely sure what part of it was designed here, maybe just the cardboard box. This blaster is available in both black or tan colour schemes, and like other blasters in the $200 price range, everything on it is made of nylon rather than metal. The handguard has a little bit of rotational movement to it, while the stock is surprisingly sturdy for the price tag. Starting at the front of the blaster, the flash hider uses a counterclockwise thread, and once that's removed you can see the inner barrel, which is made of a clear plastic. It sticks out far enough to fit a hop-up though, and there's actually the tiniest little hop-up I've ever seen included in the box. If you don't know what a hop-up is, they help increase range and accuracy. This one adjusts with the included Allen key to raise or lower a tab, which gives your gel balls backspin as they exit the muzzle. The barrel has a standard 9.5mm outer diameter, so you could fit other hop-ups if you prefer those. I'll comment more on this later when I do the accuracy test. Working our way up the blaster to the receiver now. The pin you remove to open the receiver has a locking screw, which requires an Allen key to remove. Removing the upper, there's no wires to be careful of because the mag prime's actually on the side and gets activated by the bolt pressing it. The gearbox is the same red V2 that you find in SEMA gel blasters, and similar to other $200 gel blasters, the internal components like the gears and the piston are all nylon too. The clear plastic barrel comes glued into the T-piece. I had planned to upgrade the barrel in this video to a stainless steel one until I found this out. If you have any suggestions on how to unstick the glue and reuse the T-piece, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I'll just put a link to the SEMA T-piece, which is just a $5 part, if you want to save yourself the hassle of unsticking it. There's also a spring, which goes over the barrel, to help push the T-piece back on the nozzle for a better air seal. Putting this back together, don't forget to tighten the locking screw on the pin, and now let's take a look at the rear of the blaster and install the battery. The buttstock has a rubber cover on it, which you just pull off. Then there's a second nylon cover for the battery compartment, which you need to pull down and out, because it clicks in with some little hooks. Reach down in there and get your battery wire. Like most low-end gel blasters, it just uses a JST 2-pin connector, and you'll be using this style of stock for its actual intended purpose, in storing your battery down the side compartment. And you could actually keep a spare one on the other side too if you wanted. Now that the blaster has power, I'll go over the functions. It takes the same magazines as other SEMA gel blasters, where the terminals flip open and that's where you load the gels. For this review today, I'm only going to be using these Alpha King gel balls, as they tend to give superior accuracy over the cheaper kinds of gel balls that come bundled with your blaster. With the mag inserted, I can show you the firing modes. First of all, like pretty much every other gel blaster, it has a safety. Moving the fire selector around to semi, you can hear it click into place. And running on a 2S battery, it doesn't seem to have the best of response times. And if I pull the trigger too quickly, it can actually stop firing altogether. Moving the selector switch around to full auto fixed it, and I think most people will just use it on full auto anyway. Going back to semi, it's working again. You just have to not pull the trigger so rapidly on semi. I think that just about covers functionality, so let's get to some testing. First, let's see what velocity these gel balls are leaving the barrel at. It's getting a 238 feet per second average. So now let's check its rate of fire. It got 905 rounds per minute or 15 rounds per second. That's pretty good considering it's only on a 2S battery. So now I'm going to load up some more gels, set up my human-sized target, and I've got a camera here pointing at it so I can see where the gel balls hit. I'll be down this end 30 meters away with the blaster on a tripod so it doesn't move. After a bit of firing and adjusting the included hop-up, this is what I ended up with. As you can see, the accuracy at 30 meters was a little lacking. Thinking it was the hop up, I did try a better one, but the results were very similar, so I won't bother showing those. I do have a suggestion on why the accuracy is a little off though. I think it's a plastic barrel. It has a lot of movement and wobble to it. A tiny movement at the blaster can mean a huge movement the further downrange you go. And if you do buy this blaster, I definitely suggest upgrading the barrel to a stainless steel one at the very least, and perhaps put a few wraps of tape around it to help center it inside the outer barrel. So what do I think of this blaster? For the cost and compared to similar blasters in this price range, it's not a very bad blaster. There's a lot of upgrade potential, and if you're on a tight budget right now and want something that you can slowly upgrade and tinker with over time, this could definitely fit that purpose. No, it won't have as many aftermarket parts as the now well-established Gen 8 does, but that's been around for years now. This is a fresh blaster, new on the market, and an alternative option for people to choose from. I think that having more options is always a good thing. If you want to pick up one of these blasters, check out the link in the description, and don't forget I've also linked where you can buy a replacement T-piece if you want to upgrade the barrel. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe and all of that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.